The day I walked into that room and saw the truth with my own eyes, my life didn't fall apart. It ignited a fire within me. What followed wasn't just revenge. It was a journey of reclaiming everything I had lost. Our story begins with a seemingly perfect relationship, a marriage built on trust, love, and shared dreams. From the outside, we were the couple everyone admired. But as they say, appearances can be deceiving. Subtle changes started creeping into our lives, her late-night phone calls, the way she'd smile at texts, and those unexplained business trips. I wanted to believe it was all in my head, but deep down, I knew something was wrong. The first cracks appeared innocently enough. Her laughter on the phone became hushed whispers, and our weekends turned into her time to recharge. I told myself I was imagining things. She'd always been independent, right? But then came the missed anniversaries and the excuses that didn't quite add up. It started with a single text message. I caught a glimpse of her screen as she hastily turned it away. "Just a work thing," she said with a forced smile. Then there were the unexplained charges on her credit card, luxury dinners, hotel stays. The final straw was a mutual friend's concerned comment. "You should keep an eye on things. People aren't always who they seem." Confusion gave way to denial, then to a gut-wrenching ache I couldn't shake. Was I paranoid, or was I blind to the truth staring me in the face? Every fiber of my being wanted to trust her, but the doubts were growing louder. I couldn't ignore it anymore. One night, while she was in the shower, I saw her phone on the nightstand. I hesitated, my heart pounding. Was I crossing a line? But the messages were right there, and they weren't from me. Dinner plans, intimate jokes, even a photo of them together. The sender? My best friend. It felt like the floor had been ripped out from under me. Every memory we'd shared, every promise we'd made was now a cruel joke. The betrayal wasn't just hers. It was his too. Someone I'd trusted with my secrets, my life. The pain was overwhelming, but more than that, I felt anger, a burning need to take back control. I didn't explode in that moment. Instead, I sat there, staring at the evidence, my mind racing. What should I do, scream, confront them, or something else entirely? The next morning, I calmly handed her the phone and asked, "Do you have something to tell me?" Her face turned pale, her eyes darting everywhere but at me. She stammered excuses, then fell silent. The guilt was written all over her face. I didn't need her to say the words. I already knew. In that moment, I realized something profound. I couldn't control her choices, but I could control how I responded. This wasn't about revenge anymore. It was about reclaiming my dignity and my life. The next few weeks were a whirlwind of quiet preparation. I reviewed our prenup, which heavily favored me in cases of infidelity. I secured our joint accounts and contacted a lawyer. Every step I took was deliberate, methodical. This wasn't about destroying her. It was about protecting myself and ensuring fairness. I informed our closest friends and family, not with anger, but with the truth. I let them decide where their loyalties lay. Surprisingly, most sided with me, horrified by her betrayal. When the divorce papers were served, she looked at me with a mix of shock and regret. I didn't gloat. I didn't need to. My actions spoke louder than words ever could. For the first time in years, I felt a weight lift off my shoulders. I threw myself into work, hobbies, and rebuilding relationships with friends. Each day was a step toward a life free of lies and betrayal. A lesson for the audience. Betrayal hurts, but it doesn't define you. Your response to it does. I chose to take control, to grow, and to move forward. And so can you. At the end of the day, the greatest revenge isn't about getting even. It's about finding peace. Because when you're at peace, no one can take that from you.